This is fascinating. Welcome in, everyone, to the top 25 that actually makes sense right here at the Voice of College Football. Please leave your comments and questions down below. I would ask that before you criticize that you deliver your own top 25. It's easy to criticize one particular team that you believe should be ranked higher or lower, but you got to put the entire landscape of college football into context. Speaking of which, we put the 1990s into context with our new book, Disputed National Champions, College Football's Historical 1990s Reset. Yes, it's a history book, but not just that. We take all the results, all the storylines, everything involved in the 1990s, those championship seasons, and we put them forward into the BCS era, the 4-team, 12-team, and now 14-team proposed college football playoff era. The link is in the description section. You'll enjoy this read, Disputed National Champions. All right, let's get to the top 25 that actually makes sense, keeping in mind that this is a resume ranking. This is not necessarily who I believe are the top 25 teams in the country in order. No, this is a resume ranking based on the results on the field. Number 1, wins and losses. Number 2, opponents. The schedule matters. And number 3, your performance. Therefore, Ohio State's 38-15 win over Indiana, in which they led by a touchdown at halftime, is evaluated in a certain way based on the weight of the performance. Had Ohio State defeated Indiana 50-0, then they would be given more credit. And if they would have won the game 28-27, they would be given less credit. That's one prime example. Again, the top 25 that actually makes sense. Keep in mind that we are evaluating one team in college football. We are down to one undefeated team with Army losing to Notre Dame. Hello, Oregon. We've got 9 teams with 1 loss, 7 play in the Power 5. We've got 10 teams with 2 losses, 6 play in the Power 5, and we've got 17 3-loss teams. Of course, those teams are now, with 11 games played, 8-3. 17 of those, 11 in the Power 5. So we're generally looking at 37 teams. Not that I did not consider some strong, relatively strong 6-4 teams. Now to the top 25 that actually makes sense. Duke's at 25, Army at 24, number 23 is Kansas State, number 22, Illinois, with Mizzou at 21. In the top 20, we've got Colorado, BYU, Boise State, Clemson at 17, number 16 is Iowa State. In the top 15, that actually makes sense. Arizona State, Texas A&M, South Carolina at 13, Ole Miss at 12, Alabama at number 11. In the top 10, SMU, Indiana, Miami, Tennessee at number 7, Notre Dame at 6. The top 5 looks like this. Georgia, Texas, Penn State at number 3, Ohio State number 2, and the number 1 team in all of college football, having yet to be defeated, the Oregon Ducks. That's the top 25 that actually makes sense. Lock it in here at the Voice of College Football on Rivalry Week, because we are going to deliver all sorts of analysis on all the big games, all the matchups. I've got a college football rankings predictor that's coming out. So the playoff rankings, of course, are unveiled on Tuesday night. I'm going to project what the committee is going to select and what they're going to unveil. That should be just simply fascinating considering this past weekend's results. It's all right here at the Voice of College Football.